Take a look at this. Maybe it's the view you're waking up to this morning. Spring blossom is a welcome sight for many of us at this time of year, but it can come at a cost. Experts are warning that tree pollen season is going to be more severe than usual. Now, around 13 million people in the UK suffer with hay fever, and there are around 30 different types of pollen which can cause hay fever. 1 in 4 sufferers is affected by tree pollen. And today, the Met Office has identified 9 areas around the UK where the levels are rated very high. That means almost everybody with a pollen sensitivity will be affected. Now, we've been asking people in Manchester how they deal with their symptoms.
I've had it most of my life, especially the past couple of years. 4 or 5 years ago, it was the worst it's ever been. But this year, funnily enough, I've not had it.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how much you try, it's hard to keep under control.
My partner gets hay fever and allergies generally really bad, and his the past couple of weeks have been a lot worse.
We think he's got hay fever. Got to take him to the vets. Since the daffodils came out in the park, he sniffles about in them, and then his eyes are getting like really weepy and sore in the morning, and a little bit gunky.
I've forgotten to take any medication today, but I'm just on the cusp, I think.
He does antihistamines, and also he's got like a nasal spray that he uses that he finds really effective as well.
With us in studio, Dr. Fari Ahmed, give us some advice. I mean, you're going to know about it if you're a hay fever sufferer, aren't you? Those patches where it's going to be high.
Yes, and I think, to be honest, most hay fever sufferers have known about it for a few days because when the pollen count goes up, your symptoms kick in, so you're very aware that hay fever season is here.
What happens to the body? Because you take antihistamines, so obviously it's producing histamine.
Yes. So pollen is like a type of protein that trees produce, and when it goes in your body, so you inhale it, breathe it in, your body sets off an allergic reaction to it, and part of that reaction is cells containing histamine break down, and they often give us your symptoms. So, you know, you get an itch, sneezes, runny nose, some people can get sore throat, eyes can water, sinus symptoms, tiredness, so a whole host of symptoms that are due to your body saying it doesn't like this pollen.
And it can be really debilitating.
It certainly can. It certainly can. And there's like good evidence that, you know, for some people, people's exam scores can be affected, when the pollen count is bad. There's even been some evidence about, how it impacts your driving ability when you have bad hay fever.
What can you do about it? I mean, we heard someone there, in Manchester say that their partner takes a nasal spray and tablets. I was always told, because I've had hay fever for forever, it feels like forever, that you should take one or the other. That you can spray, you can use the nasal spray, but you don't then use the tablets.
Okay. So I think you need to treat your symptoms and how badly you're affected. So yes, some people, they can just take the spray and they're okay. Some people just take eye drops. There are some people, because your symptoms can be so severe, you actually need a combination to keep things at bay. I mean, your pharmacist really is your best friend.
And
here.
do you, we were having a conversation this morning, and lots of hay fever sufferers in this building, of the different types of drugs that are available, and you can also get them own brand, so you don't have to pay as much.
Yes.
But can you ever become resistant to a certain type of hay fever drug?
No, I don't think that there's much evidence of that.
So you don't need to switch up every couple of years?
No. I mean, I think if something is suiting you and still working for you, then, go ahead and use it. Certainly some hay fever treatment is good to start a little bit early. So like the sprays that have steroid in them, if you start them a few days early, they work better. But if you're not that organised, then there is other things to get yourself treated with.
Anecdotally, I feel like I hear quite a lot of people saying, I don't think I've ever had hay fever, but I feel like I maybe got some of the symptoms now. Is there any kind of logic or rhyme or reason to when it kicks in or why?
So, like, age-wise, I think you can, the story was, you get it when you're a child or a teenager, but actually lots of people develop it for the first time when they're adults. Sometimes even in their 60s or 70s, you can have it. Rhyme or reason for it, not sure. I don't think anyone can completely give us a clear explanation as to why it's happening. The climate's getting warmer, trees are spreading pollen for longer, is it pollution? There's so many questions people ask, but I don't have a definitive answer yet.